This is a Remington stud driver model 450. Stud driver is just another term for powder actuated tools, and the model number is based on the year that the tool was introduced into the market. In this case, the tool was introduced around 1950, possibly 51 if there were delays in introducing it. Most of the tools of that time period were pretty basic, rather simple designs. But the Remington went against that. This tool has a swinging breech instead of unscrewing the barrel like the mine safety appliance tools or the ramset tools. You push this button over here, which slides open the lever, which allows you to slide open the tool. It also has automatic ejection here. Most of the early tools you would have to use either a push rod to push the spent cartridge out or use a screwdriver or other small device to pry the load out. This tool also has an extra safety on it. You can't pull the trigger until you push this lever, and if I let go I still can't pull it, so I have to keep it down and then I can pull the trigger. Nor can I pull the trigger again until I reset the firing mechanism by pushing this latch over again. You'll hear it click. Now I can fire it. Like everybody else at that time, Remington was searching for a proprietary system so that you would use their pins and loads for their tools. Remington's proprietary system was known as the heel cap, and that is the powder load has this plastic cup or cap on the end of it, and the fasteners themselves have cardboard or paper glued to the end of it, which help to hold the two together. That's a pretty good seal. It takes some effort to pull that out. If I were to use another fastener, this is a similar stud made by Ramset about the same time, probably a little later. It fits in there, it does hold it, but there is a possibility that it's going to slip, fall out when you try to put it into the tool. So what I'm going to do now to fire the tool, I'm going to take a couple of these Ramset pins, 3-inch pins, and I'm going to use a black load. It's the only one I got. One load doesn't do me much good, and a brown load, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to glue these in there. As you see, that one's just popping right out of there. That one fits better. I'm going to use some glue and glue them in there, and I'm going to shoot them into separate blocks. I believe that the hardness of them is pretty consistent, the two of them, and we'll see how much difference there is in power between the black load and the brown load. Okay, I added tips just to make sure that they centered. Okay, looks like it'll work. Okay. Start with the black load. Oops, almost forgot. Thought this was going to be easier. Well, things don't always go as planned, so what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to do the same thing. I'm going to glue a threaded stud into a brown load, and we'll see if that turns out any better. One other thing I can do, since I have these few pins left here, about 20, and a whole box of ram sets, I may just have to shoot into some steel. Now the steel that I have is too thin for this. I mean, we're going to want something that's at least 1/4 inch thick. Maybe some other day we'll go through that. Might be more fun. And maybe someday we'll get some more variant powder loads and test this tool against a 455. This tool was replaced by a 455. And I don't have one of those yet. I would like to have one. And when I do get one, we'll make a comparison between the two.